Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Past the 60, past the 60.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Requested.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Daniels now on first down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
19 tight.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Gets to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the first down.
Now give it to Krosky-Merritt. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
18, hide in.
Play action now with Daniels. Rolling out to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
19.
Throw here, 3rd down. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. Chiefs have Xavier Worthy out for the return.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow. Under 80. Hey, 57, 57.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yeah, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Headed out right. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack, but he's also denied a gain of any kind.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. No one's around him. He's got space. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down and 10. Daniels. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
Play fake here. Daniels vacates quickly left side. On the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Mahomes on first and 10. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
He had to pick the fuck out that shit. He ran right past him. Yeah, I didn't want to chance that shit. Throwing over the shoulder, he might pick that shit. But I'm about to play my game. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to cover the spread. I'm about to say fuck nigga spread. I ain't gonna lie. Just win my game.
Here he goes, third and long. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. So third and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
They fake the handoff, now Mahomes. Pass complete to Wiley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Looking to throw Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. He's got it in the red zone. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Commanders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll drop this down, White. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Gets it to the 15, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Commanders 7. Harrison Butker.
Don't ever do that walk again, Mud. What the fuck?
Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on a quick hitter. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
A gain of 14. And the Washington first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down, Commanders.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Ready?
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Daniels. It's this one to White. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This 42 yards from the right half. Moody knocks it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Yellow. Easy. White.
Looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Commanders do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here's the backup. First throw. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. Now they've got to figure things out on third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there.
Mahomes out for the game.
You're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. Green 19. Hey, Ken. Go.
Fields now, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hey, green 19. It's you.
Here we go, fourth down. It's Fields. And they'll turn it over on downs. Is that pass?
I'm definitely not covering now. Just the Phils can't hit no passes.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Short pass brought in. They are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Krosky Merritt on first down. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Daniels setting up the play action. He rolls to his right. That throw finds Okonkwo. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Daniels and the Commanders looking to tack on 2 more.
Let's go now.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Commanders 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's Mahomes now. And isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
How many times over the course of the season do we see a quarterback like this, Kate, run out of so many sacks? So impressive. Didn't just get him once. That's now twice.
Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
Short pickup on the play to about the 40. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Fields on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. He's back to throw. Has a man on target to Johnson. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And gets a few on the plunge forward. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 10-yard line.
Fields out of the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this one does not go far.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Fields now on 3rd. By the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now my trade game, no.
That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
16. Harrison Butker, the kickoff.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. He's going well so far. Football is out. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And just like that, a big return erased by an even bigger play on special teams to force that fumble.
You know, Kate, I hear you and many NBA analysts talk about expending energy. Oh, we're expending so much energy. Oh, so much effort. Well, that's exactly what that guy just did. Expending the energy to chase down the runner and then to knock the ball loose as well. Awesome stuff.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be pursued. Weighted out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Fields to throw it. There's a screen out for Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he got it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
331. Easy.
Fields throwing once more. Forced out to his right. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
That one connects. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Go.
Another throw for Fields. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off. Turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. It's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over till it's over.
Gun, a run for Koski Merritt. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Commanders down by 12. They break the huddle. It's second down now. On his end zone, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Corey Black has got it. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation. You know, and you hear coaches say this, Kate, got to play fast, but never in a hurry. He was hurried right there, and it certainly led to the INT.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Chased out to his right. That's brought in. It's his back, Rashawn Smith. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. All right.
Play action, Fields. Buying some time left. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down.
I try to get that shit with my running back, but they don't got it, man. I need 2 yards. But I got to score this touchdown, too. I don't know what to do.
Secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight and force the throw away.
Oh, you right.
The lead looks safe, but
Hurry
they're
up.
staying down. They're going for this. He's keeping it here with Gilmore. And they
Let's
get the
go.
stop
Good,
on the
smart
play.
decision. I just need 2 yards with that nigga.
Sets this offense up with a first
Running
down
or
conversion.
passing. They gotta put him in the game though. Come on. He not in the game. He must be hurt.
Becomes the time. Who makes those plays in the biggest moments? That may not show up as a big old freak play utilizing his arm, but his fortitude and strength moving sticks may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
Chiefs stealing for a timeout. Let's get their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal.
Uh,
They give up the gun to Walker.
ah, ah.
Jones with it now on
I got
first.
2. Now I'm trying to score. Let's go.
Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call. Defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, we got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football and get after the offensive rebound.
Ah, he's not.
Well, they're real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense drives to the line with a clock running. Trying for it is Walker.
Oh,
Touchdown, no first down, and that's a turnover on down through the end zone.
I tried to dive too, bro.
Want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Throwing from his own end zone.
No, I didn't. No, the fuck I didn't, nigga.
And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Let's go.
You want to know how strong the coverage was there?
Let's go.
Great throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than
Dead
this in
ass.
coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. And usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Dead ass, though.
Hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Gotta make sure he don't pass that 50. And if he do, 7 seconds need to be gone.
Giving this to
Oh shit, he's smart.
He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the
Oh, he's so right there.
The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Going to the ground again on first.
Nigga.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So score this a win for the Chiefs. Well, it's all about one word right now, partner. Momentum. Getting this win gives you a ton of it, and that should really play to their advantage as they prep for their next opponent.
Can I give you another one, too? How about confidence? Not only is momentum on their side, but they're going to be real confident after how they executed to get the win in this one. They keep that mindset through to the next time out. They're going to be very tough to beat.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
God damn. I've almost sold that shit 3 times. My boy Mahomes only had 183. My wide receiver's mad as fuck. I didn't pass him the ball at all.